Unnuanced garbage like this is why runners are staying injured. See, people see a statement like this on the internet and they think it's correct or they think it's intelligent because the guy sounds confident. But trying to change someone's gait without understanding why they move that way can be a problem for sure. But pretending that we should never change somebody's bad mechanics because it'll cause a structural imbalance somewhere else is absolute nonsense. So let's look at a perfect example, right? A lot of people have this problem. They have a foot that turns out when they run. If you just tell them, like, yeah, totally point that foot straight ahead, yeah, that can cause a disastrous cascade of new issues. But if we find out the reason that that happens, right? What if the reason their foot turns out is weak hip stabilizers or poor pelvic control or limited mobility or a strength deficit somewhere up that chain? Now we're getting somewhere and we address that actual cause. We build strength, we improve stability, we improve capacity, and then guess what happens? The foot starts tracking better naturally. The knee is all of a sudden under less stress. Their running economy improves. Their injury risk decreases exponentially, and their performance gets better. The problem isn't about changing the movement pattern. The problem is changing the movement patterns without understanding what's driving the problem. See, like every compensation pattern exists for a reason. Good coaches, though, don't just look at what the body's doing. They figure out why it's doing it. And that's the difference between coaching and random advice from dorks on the internet who are really, really confident, but really, really wrong. Like, we don't treat a compensation by just looking at that. We solve the problem that creates them. And that's the difference.